So 3 things are going on this week. 1, it's new comic book day. 2, I went to Megacon this weekend. And 3, I became worthy. Find out, fans. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring in another episode of Spider Slayer's comic book haul. This is episode 374, and this is the video series where each and every week I show you guys what I picked up at the comic book store. And I also went to Megacon this week, so you get a double dose of stuff, right? And yes, once again, this video is not live because I'm in between projects, of course, with my house and everything else. And yeah, it's been crazy. But I wanted to share something with you. I said at the beginning of this video, guys, that I was worthy. I'm about as close to Thor as you can possibly get. All right? So, first of all, I'm going to show you this picture of this desk. Okay? It is in my den in my new house. You see how big this thing is? All right. So, first things first, I thought that this desk would be no problem in pulling apart. Well, you know what? I found out that the desk, the top of it, was made out of a concrete slab. And I needed to become worthy of a hammer in order just to defeat it. Yes, I have a hammer. I took it down, and you can see what it became as I was tearing it down. And eventually, I took that desk out, and yes, I am worthy of my own hammer. That's right, everybody. So, I just thought I'd share that with you. That's kind of the new home project that I was doing right now, removing that crazy-ass desk from that den. So, I won't waste any more of your time, guys. Let's talk about this week's haul, all right? Because it's going to be a good one. First things first, let's get into this week's book before we get into the Megacon books, all right? First of all, Megacon was busy as could be, and I went on a Sunday. All right, so here we go. White boring bag on the floor. I swear every year my shop runs out of the black bags and they have to restock them. But the first thing I wound up getting is Venom. This is issue 14 as it continues the War of the Realms. This is a cool cover with Venom. He's jacked in this cover right here, and he's got the saliva everywhere. You know, over-exaggerated tongue. That's pretty cool. So obviously we're continuing all of our War of the Realms stuff that's going on in this particular series right now. Colin Bunn is the current writer of it. So if you like War of the Realms and everything that's going on in this tie-in books and stuff like this, you might like this book right now. So this is Venom issue 14. All right, next we have Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is issue 6. New character? I guess so. I don't recognize her. It's part of the reasons why I picked it up. I wanted to see what she's about and where's the direction going with Miles Morales Spider-Man. Kind of bored with it. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt because I read Miles Morales Spider-Man for many, many years, and it's like I don't want to give it up, but it's one of those, you know, things that we'll see what happens, and we'll see who this character is, where she's come from, and whatnot. So this is Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is issue 6. Next, really digging Dial H for Hero. I think this is a really fun series, and I love this cover here where Miguel's on here and he's dialing the phone, and it has this nostalgic feel to it. It's got the classic paneling, and it's got the cool word bubbles in there, and it's got the tone of an old school comic. So here's some in the interior artwork, but for me, I never expected to like this book. In fact, I made fun of it when it was being advertised every page through DC Comics, and as this story has been unfolding, I've enjoyed it more and more, and this is one of my more favorite titles from DC Comics as of right now. So this is Dial H for Hero, issue 3. Next, here's another one that's been really good for DC. This is Detective Comics. This is issue 1004 as the story continues with the Arkham Knight. We wind up getting the revelation of who the particular character is. Now, what's her vendetta against Batman? Why is she after him so badly that she wants him killed? Well, I'm sure we'll find out eventually, and we'll find out more about here. The interior artwork has been solid since issue 1001. It's Brad Walker who does the artwork, and you can see we're getting an origin tale here of Arkham Knight and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Check out this more interior artwork in there. So cool stuff there. This is Detective Comics. This is issue 1004. Next, continuing Batman Beyond. This is issue 32. Love the cover here as you get to see Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis, flying through the city of Gotham, and you get to see all the characters in his wings. That's really cool. And then it says Bruce Wayne's Big Bet. So I think this is a new story arc at this point. Oh no, it's the second part to this one. Divide and Conquer Part 2. So here's some of the interior artwork that's going on in this one. So yeah, it looks cool. Not as strong as Brett Booth's artwork when he did that Joker storyline, but nevertheless, it's been an entertaining read. So this is issue 32 of that series. So next, once again, I collect the Batgirl books for the covers. For the most part, it's a really nice looking cover here, as you get to see Batgirl as she's just running. And it just focuses on the character, but I love how she's just coming right at you. Really cool facial expression. If you're interested in the story's artwork inside, it looks really good. I just haven't been a huge fan of it as of late. I've read probably up until 3 issues ago, and then I started dropping off a bit. But the interior artwork reminds me a little bit of Mark Bagley's artwork. Very similar in the facial expressions and whatnot. So that is Batgirl. This is issue 35. All right, next. The only Age of X-Men book that I am that I am reading right now, and this is the Amazing Nightcrawler. This is issue 4. What? Nightcrawler has a kid? What's going on in this world? How does he have a kid? You're not allowed to love, right? I don't know. We'll see what happens in this particular issue. I love the artwork in the book. I think it's very colorful. It's very vibrant. And I find the story fun for me. But out of all these Age of X-Men books, this is the only one that I'm reading because I just want to see the conclusion and what happens with this whole story and whatnot. So, yeah, there's some more artwork there. So, yep, that is the Amazing Nightcrawler issue 4. Love the facial expression there. All right, Leviathan Rising, Part 5, Action Comics, issue 1011. I like this cover, though. I love how Superman is actually holding up holding the weight of his shoulders here, right? I don't think I read the last issue of this. Again, I'm just falling behind on a lot of stuff right now because I got so much home projects going on with moving and stuff like that. But here we get to see some of the interior artwork in here. So, like I said, guys, fall time, everything will be back to normal the way it was. This is pretty cool. So that's neat right there. Alright, and then let's see, we got some stuff right here going on. So, yes, that is Superman. This is issue 1011. Next, decided to give the second issue a try. I wasn't a huge fan of the first issue. A lot of people liked it, or a lot of people disliked it. But this is New Agents of Atlas. This is issue 2. Love the cover here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this thing. Right? Very menacing-like. You get to see our heroes on the cover doing the battle against it. The writer is Craig Pack, who writes these books. So here we go. Here's some of the work in here. Our work is pretty good. Alright? That I can give it for sure. Whether I'm attached to the story or get attached to the story is still yet to be determined. So we'll see where it falls for me. This is the New Agents of Atlas. This is issue 2. Alright, next. Got some independent fun right here. Savage Dragon. Issue 244. Am I the only one who reads Savage Dragon, right? Yeah, really cool stuff. You got Powerhouse is back in here. He's doing battle against Dragon's son, which is Malcolm Dragon. The book seems to be toned down a little bit with all the sexiness stuff that's going on in here. Here's what you open up to with this 2-page spread here, so that's pretty cool. A lot of battles and stuff going on. We get to see Malcolm. Looks like he's arguing with Maxine or whatnot as she's going through a tough time in her life. So here's some more of the interior artwork in here as well. So yeah, Savage Dragon getting a little bit better. We'll see what happens. we're getting close to 250. So this is issue 244 of the series. All right, next, another independent book, Middle West. This is issue 7. Love this story as we get to see how our main character, forgot his name off the top of my head, is actually growing up, and how his father is chasing him down to try to figure out, you know, where he went to, and just crazy stuff. And we found out that in the last issue that he has pretty much inherited his father's traits, as when he gets angry, he totally turns into some tornadic-like character. So really crazy stuff there. The artwork is beautiful. I think Scotty Young is writing a great story here. This is one of his better stories that I've read in quite a long time. So this is Middle West. This is issue 7. All right. And then last but not least, I am behind in this series, but I'm going to read it when back to back. Once we get done with 9 and 10, because I feel like this reads better in trade. This is Farmhand issue 8. This came out last week, and I picked it up actually this week. All right. And then when it comes to these Battle Line variants, I wound up getting Venom Battle Line variant with Carnage on there. The detail on that is absolutely beautiful. So gorgeous, man. The symbiote, it's just, you could see it wrapping around him, and just the eyes in there. Oh my gosh, that is so cool right there. So I wound up getting that variant. And then I wound up getting, which one is this called? I totally forgot which one this one is. But this is the Battle Lines variant with Hela on it. I gotta see what it is, because it's pissing me off that I can't remember it. It is actually... oh, Asgardians of the Galaxy. Yes, Asgardians of the Galaxy. Issue 9. So that's the variant cover there. I mean, this is awesome, though. Again, great detail in the characters. Love the facial expressions. You can even see the pupils of her eyes in there throughout the green. So that is insane. So really cool cover there. I was happy to get this one. It just, I love it. So had to pick it up. All right. So that is all the comics for this week. All right. So now, what did I get at Megacon? White bag also. They don't know how to get black bags. Are they more money? Like, I think they're better. All right. So first things first. The cheapie of the group. I saw it. I picked it up. It was $2. Web of Spider-Man issue 117. Power and Responsibility Part 1. Spider-Man versus Peter Parker. It's a foil cover. I was like, it's cool. I'll pick it up for $2. I was like, that's pretty neat. So I picked that up. Next, I wound up getting Captain America issue 354. U.S. Agent. I think this is the first time where we get to see that suit. And I thought this cover was really cool. I just like that cool grin, and he's just like, I'm back, you know? So that's awesome right there, too. And he's smashing the font and the logo, so that's really cool. So I wound up getting that one. And then I couldn't remember if I had this or not, but it's the first issue of Jane Foster Thor. I was like, man, do I have this or not? Because I've never been a huge Thor fan, and I was like, do I want to pick it up? So I'm pretty sure I might have it, but just in case, I picked up another copy, got it for half off. Can't go wrong, right? And I felt, hey, since I'm practically Asgardian now, I should buy some of these Thor books, right? So yeah, that's Thor issue 1. And then next, I wound up getting issue 286 of The Mighty Thor. I love these old school covers, man. Covers today are beautiful. They're nice in their own way. They're modern. The characters look hot. You know what I'm saying? But this old school comic art is great. It just brings you back home, you know? The hammer of Thor is in the hands of Warlord Crew. I just thought it was awesome, man. I had to pick that one up as well. Again, issue 286 of that. And then I picked up 285, so the story before that one. So this one is another cool one. The Coming of Carcass, the Mutate Marauder. So that's pretty cool also. So yeah. And Thor, again, is a character. I never really collected many of the books. And I have to go into my collection and see which Thor books I actually have. If I have any at all, you know? Alright, and then next, never saw this ever, so I definitely had to pick this one up. Sunday was a 50% off day at this particular stand, and this is the Mighty Thor. This is issue 300 of the series. So I was like, man, I have never seen this cover before. So I was like, I gotta pick it up, you know? So that's what kind of triggered me to begin with, to pick up some of these Thor books. And they're not incredibly expensive, so I think it's cool, you know? So that's issue 300. So next at the con, I wound up getting the New Avengers issue 11. Now, this is the first appearance of Ronin, not Hawkeye Ronin, but this version of Ronin. And again, never collected this this run, because this is right before I actually collected comics again. So it was cool to go back a little bit and actually find this and pick this one up and add it to the collection. So that was cool. And then I wound up getting issue 35 of the New Avengers as well, strictly for the cover. That's all it is. I was just like, man, that is a badass cover right there. Wolverine with the symbiote, right? So I was like, as a Venom fan, gotta pick that up. So had to get it. So really cool to add that to the collection. And then last but not least, when it comes to the comic wise, I wound up getting Batman. This is issue 361. As you can see, this is the debut of Harvey Bullock. And I thought, I was like, wow, that's cool. I'm like, it took him that long to show up in a Batman comic? And so this is cool because Batman's doing battle against Man-Bat. There's a kid falling to his doom into the traffic down below. And yeah, so I was like, man, overall, it's a really cool cover, and it's in great shape too. So I'm happy to add this to the collection as well. And last but not least, guys, the new Comic Book Corner 2.0 is strategically being thought of right now at the new house. I have the wall I want to put it on. I have the comics where they're going to go. I even have a little shelf on the bottom so they're raised from the ground. And I'm thinking up of backgrounds and stuff like that. And so at the con, I was like, what's going to be my main centerpiece this time? Because I want to change it up a little bit. So I got these prints, right? So here you have half of Spider-Man's face, and you have him seeing Carnage in his, or I'm sorry, Venom in his eyes. And then what happens is you wind up getting the other half of it, and then putting it together, you get this art piece right here. So that's going to go in my background. So every time I'm doing my videos, you're going to see that Spider-Man is looking at you, and Carnage is about to attack him, and Venom as well. So I was like, dude, I have to get that. That was so cool. So I was like, that's going to be kind of like over on this side when you see me do my videos. So you'll always see that picture, and I think that's going to be really cool. Of course, all the other pieces will be in there as well. So there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Now it's your turn in the comments below to please tell me what you picked up for this week and what you're looking forward to most reading. And guys, as always, thank you so much for sticking with me through these summer months and my moving times. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a single video from me. And until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. I'll see you guys real soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.